Yeah.
So our thing is that where we have advantage, we will try and gain, and slowly we will. Plus, we have a cultural advantage which China doesn't have.
But aren't we scared of China in some way?
No, I don't think we are scared of China. I think scared is not the right word to use.
Okay. What's the right word to use?
The right word to use is, yes, we are cautious.
最近我在外网上刷到一段印度顶级智囊的深度访谈，面对主持人极其扎心的灵魂拷问，为什么咱们连周边几个小国都搞不定，而中国却能把手伸进来？这位印度高官当场就破防了。他先是嘴硬说我们一点都不怕中国，接着又酸溜溜地承认中国财力雄厚，能跟140个国家做生意，而印度连周边的5个邻国都留不住。最后，他甚至编出了一个极其可笑的理由来掩饰印度没钱又没能力的尴尬。到底是什么样的大实话，把一向嘴硬的印度精英逼得语无伦次？
But aren't we scared of China in some way?
No, I don't think we are scared of China. I think scared is not the right word to use.
Okay. What's the right word to use?
The right word to use is, yes, we are cautious. Yes, we are calibrated. But calibration, caution for a country which is handling another country about 5 times its size is not weakness. Apart from this, we haven't succumbed to any of the things that you said. We haven't succumbed, no?
Problem, I don't know. I'm just asking you a genuine thing. Because of, let's say, maybe economic interest. Are we scared because of economic interest?
No. We see that China is in many ways frenemy. Enemy. But in some areas, we gain from them.
What friendship? What
I don't mean friendship. I meant
frenemy.
Yes.
There can be, let's not tag it. They're somewhere in the between.
Yes.
That can be one.
Yes.
But tagging them frenemy is also bad because
but we are...
they're not clear enemies, but they're not clear friends.
They're not friends at all.
So why
This is
frenemy?
fine. Because there are many things that we gain from our engagement with China. Let me give you an example. So, we are producing a lot of pharma, but the raw material for the pharma comes from China. So our exports are increasing because our imports from China are also increasing. That's number one. Again, if you want more solar panels, the cheapest photovoltaic cells coming from China. Now you can say that I don't want to buy for China, I will have costlier ones. That's cutting your nose for no reason. So my point is that there will be, in a multipolar world, there will be something that you gain from some country. We should isolate that and say, okay, we gain here, we lose here. Yes, it has led to a trade deficit. And we've calculated that, yes, we must stop the trade deficit. So we will push for more exports. But our challenge is that the things that they are making and the things we are making, there are many complementary things. So they will not buy from us except if our quality improves. And that's where we have to work hard. And China didn't become the big export juggernaut that it has without effort for the last 25 years.
So US also made a statement about China and India in the same line. They said, we won't make same mistake with India that we made with China. What do they mean by it?
So
from a diplomatic point of view, tell me in easy language.
So it's not unusual for countries to realize that rising powers could be a challenge for them. So they saw that basically they're acknowledging that we made a mistake with China, that we allowed them to be a developing country, and therefore we gave them the benefits of trade, which they have now used and grown in such an exponential manner that they are a challenge for us. That's their experience with China. So their fear is that other countries also may do this. But I think that is a US style of communication, which thinks that they gave anybody anything. Nobody gives anything to anybody unless it is in their mutual interest. So they thought China is a big market, let us do this, let's give them, let's get into the market. So they did what they did. Similar with India, India will rise irrespective of whether US says or China says or China likes or India likes. The curve is not going to change. It will be a little bit up and down. That's understandable. You can push it a little below. You can push it up or something. But the natural growth of a country is its own. So let's look at our own growth. These are rhetoric, and they can do what they want or say what they want. And best, this time China had a good policy for many years. Their thinking was, bide your time, hide your talent. We are exactly in that space. Bide our time, wait for the opportune moment, and do our things what we want. Keep our head down and let's focus on strengthening ourselves. The rest will take care of itself. Foreign policy, the best foreign policy is 8% growth. That the American thinking still is. That India's rise is in the interest of the US because they see it as a balancing factor in this part of the world.
But let's put trade, economics, all of these things aside. Do you think China's influence over our neighborhood countries, they have done way better job and we have lost there?
It's true that China has become a major player in our neighborhood. But it's not only our neighborhood. That is our problem, but it's not only our. China is the largest trade partner with maybe 140 countries.
Fair. We care about our 5-6.
Fair. We care about our 5-6. And that's a fair thing to say. So our engagement economically, we cannot compete today with China because they have deeper pockets. And we will not get into a race of giving more because the small country will play both of us and gain more.
But how deep pocket do they have compared to us when they can actually deal with 140 countries or 150 countries? We can't even deal with 5.
No, I think it's not fair to say that because you are saying those 5 were the ones who mattered for us. And that's a fair thing.
So we should actually invest most of our energies in the 5 because
that's a fair
whoever wins neighborhood probably has a fair shot of winning the world.
Agree. Because, or I can put it reverse, that without winning the neighborhood, you cannot win the world.
Okay.
That's a fair thing to put. So the issue is that it need not always play like this. So look at Cuba and USA. It's now 70 plus years. They have an animosity. Doesn't stop USA from becoming the supreme power in the world. But leave that aside.
There's Mexico, there's Canada, there's...
True, but Mexico's relationship with the USA has not always been good. They've had major challenges, not even now, but even before that.
But influence and trade relationship have been
over the last 20 years. Before that, they also had a problem. So I take your point that China has disproportionately invested in our neighborhood compared to us. So the only way we can address them is a challenge that we have to tie them up more with our structure. So there were times when we were giving large number of scholarships to study. Now we have a challenge that our younger people want to study more. So the opportunities of a growing country means that you will not be able to compete with a country which is 5 times the economy. It's about 5 times, I think. So our thing is that where we have advantage, we will try and gain, and slowly we will. Plus, we have a cultural advantage which China doesn't have.
大家仔细品品这位印度专家话里的那股酸味儿。主持人问：为什么中国在咱们周边混得风生水起，而咱们却节节败退？他怎么回答的？中国财力雄厚，我们不跟他们比谁给的钱多，因为小国会利用我们。我的天啊！你听听这叫什么话？明明是你自己囊中羞涩，拿不出真金白银去帮邻国修路、建桥、搞基建，非要强行挽尊说我不屑于花钱。这就好比一个连自行车都买不起的人，指着开保时捷的人说我不买车，是因为我怕别人来蹭我的车坐。这阿 Q 精神简直绝了！而且视频最后那句话卡得特别有意思。他说我们还有一个中国没有的，他想说什么？是想说你们有恒河水，有干净又卫生的街头小吃，还是有那种全世界都学不会的迷之自信？这恰恰暴露了印度精英阶层最大的悲哀，认不清现实，更认不清自己。他们为什么会在南亚次大陆被自己的邻居们斯里兰卡、马尔代夫、尼泊尔甚至孟加拉国一个个的嫌弃和抛弃？真的是因为中国钱多吗？错，是因为中国走的是王道，而印度搞的是霸道。大家去翻翻历史，印度对待周边这些小国 从来都是一副微缩版大英帝国的宗主国嘴脸，动不动就搞经济封锁、干涉内政，甚至直接派兵干预，比如当年的斯里兰卡和马尔代夫。他们把邻国当成自己的后院、自己的附庸，谁愿意天天跟一个蛮横无理、又穷又抠，还总想着欺负你的恶霸邻居在一起？反观中国呢，我们带着一带一路的诚意去，你要修港口，我派工程队；你要建电站，我提供技术。我们讲究的是互利共赢、平等待人。主持人那句话说得太扎心了，不赢得邻国，就无法赢得世界。当中国用实打实的基建和经贸把整个亚洲乃至全球南方连接在一起的时候，印度却还在为能不能搞定身边那5个国家而焦头烂额，甚至还要拿美国和古巴的关系来给自己找台阶下。一个连自家门口都扫不干净的国家，居然整天做着超越中国、称霸世界的大梦，这不叫大国雄心，这叫典型的地缘政治妄想症。所以面对这种对手，咱们根本不需要费什么口舌。就像那位专家自己承认的那样，在5倍体量的绝对碾压面前，印度所有的嘴硬都不过是弱着无奈的哀鸣罢了。好了，今天茶水间的欢乐吃瓜就到这里。你觉得印度那位专家最后没说完的话，到底是中国没有什么？欢迎在评论区留下你的神补刀，别忘了点赞、订阅阿欣的茶水间，让我们在这个魔幻的世界里一起看透真相。下期再见。